Welcome to Fort Worth, Texas, and Amon G. Carter Stadium. And anytime the TCU Horned Frogs take the field, they have a standard, a legacy to live up to. One that was established by the likes of Slingin' Sammy Baugh, Davey O'Brien, and LaDainian Tomlinson. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see a squad from the AAC, the Baylor Bears, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the TCU Horned Frogs. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So the Baylor Bears offense takes the field. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling, the temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
Off the bootleg to buy a little space. It's complete to the left. Oh, did you like that stiff arm? Get a face full of that as he gets it up to the 34. And to keep this opening drive going, they'll need to convert 3rd and 1. Pulls his way forward. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. So TCU's offense will go to work for the first time today. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
He's right on target. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Time to take a shot. And he'll pull it in inside the 20. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
I love when you back. want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
And he's got it! Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. You got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
To the air. It's Verrier. Fires to the middle. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Got the quick pass. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
Hard work pays off, guys. These offenses work so hard week in, week out, working on those critical down and distances, third downs. And having that conversion this early in the game, that's got to feel good for this offense.
The Bears will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. They have relished this tight victory since the last time these two got together, Pollard.
It's just winning is beautiful. And when you beat your rival,
games like this, for the winning team, whoever pulls this one out here today, their fans are going to be bragging about this one for a long time.
And the Bears are marching down the field. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Leaves it with the back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Offensive linemen love to run the power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having to pass block every play. You've got to keep defenses off balance.
He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. The offense lining up for a first down play. The give to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Good, solid tackle.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And they fail to hook up on third down. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. And this one is anything but routine. A 48-yard attempt from the right hash. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Out of the gun, the give to the back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Tried to pound it on first down. Now back to the line. Handoff to the lone back. Tackled after picking up the first down. Ready to fire from the pistol. They'll give it to him again. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. And he breaks into the open. Run out of bounds just before he can get it into the end zone, and now they're set up 1st and goal. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, TCU.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And he tacked on the extra point. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch. Yeah,
you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make them.
Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. The biggest lie college football coaches tell is nameless, faceless opponents. David, game like this, you know their name and you know their face.
You know them well, and it does mean just a little bit more because it's bragging rights. Like, the rivalries matter so much all throughout the year. All the fans talking about this game in particular, that's why it means more, and that's why these players will be jacked out of their minds.
The give to the right. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He'll try to pop the draw. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes his connection. And he picks up enough for the first down. We'll see if they get another snap here in the 1st quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the 1st. Let's take a break and look at the 1st quarter stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the 2nd. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. They've got the screen set up. At the 45 on its way. Got a lot of running room. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score. He uncorks one deep. And he's got it at the 30. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. After that huge play, let's see if they can punctuate it. It's 1st and 10 from the 20.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision. Nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Snags it over the middle. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This offense is so explosive, it can change the scoreboard in a flash. You just saw that on that drive.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
The offense set for a 1st down play. Wide receiver shows motion. Using his feet. Fighting off the defender. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. He's not a burner or anything, but he's got enough about him that he can run and hurt you at times.
Yeah, he's sneaking fast, isn't he? It seems like he's not moving too well, but he's definitely going faster than what he looks. And this defense, they're finding that out right now.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space.
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in the ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense to try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Quick strike complete. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Bears will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, never complain.
Looking to throw on 3rd. The quick out. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Nifty little dance step. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it, and And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes second down. Goes to the option. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. He looks that one in nicely. Tackle is made after the first down.
First downs is that alone, just on this drive. The defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out and continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him.
And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Touchdown, Baylor! The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. First down here for the offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. They'll run the screen. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll get rid of it. He's got an open man. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And that's what this defense needs to get going. You've given up a bunch of touchdowns. You haven't been great early, but now you finally get some pressure, get the quarterback to the ground. Now maybe start turning this defense around.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, unfortunate with that incompletion. Quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit.
False start offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Someone moved a little early, and the offense will go backward.
False start offense.
Mental errors like that just kill drives. We'll see if they can overcome it. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires left. He makes a catch. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards. We're in the first half. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. From this spot on the field, that would be a 53-yard field goal, but they'll leave the offense out there and try to pick up the first on 4th down. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. Oh, he gave him the dead leg. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense, not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Man, you want to talk about confidence in your running game on 4th down to keep it on the ground from that distance? and pick up the first down.
That's one of those things in practice, coaches probably like, anybody, any place, anytime, anywhere, this is who we are, we're physical, and they showed it.
The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Movement here from the tight end. Barges ahead. Touchdown, TCU! And they take it in for 6 more points. The field position was bad. The finish was great. Great way to answer that poor field position.
Poor field position, no problem. How about it? Great job by the offensive coordinator. This offense getting in a good rhythm early, even backed up, even in a predictable situation. Great job coming out.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, we have a 28-17 ball game. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys. And I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion. And no surprise, we saw just that in the first half today. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere. And I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Looks as if we're set to crank it up here in the second half. From inside the 10, here he comes. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. Didn't make it any easier on themselves on first down. Now second and long from the 21. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
And the Horned Frogs are moving quickly down the field. To the air on first down. Gets it out fast. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. A third and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. And he's going to be just short of the first down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach. They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Caught.
example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
I'm loving this offense mixing the toss plays in their game plan. And what these tosses are going to do, it's going to set up a play-action opportunity where they can fake the toss and try to take a shot downfield.
Using the quick game. And stampeding through the defense. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one. Rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Fast motion from the offense. Off play action on first down. Swings it out to his running back. And there is nothing doing on that one. You got the completion and nothing else to show for it.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
Back to throw. It's Verrier. He's got his man. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And the Bears decide to punt it away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving. Going for it all. And it's hauled in at the 10. Touchdown, TCU! And the route is on. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First down here for the offense. They go to the ground. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with 2nd and short. They'll go right back to the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. They'll try to run for it. Got room at the 35. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. The Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the run. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. It's a draw. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Wide receiver coming across in motion. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. It's complete to the right. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Bears are flying down the field. Comes out throwing on first down. Makes the catch. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Now after the short completion, it's 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. The Bears line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work, 4th time he's punted tonight. And a precision punt there will pin them deep inside their own 10-yard line. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. He's brought down solid. Pick up a little bit short of the 1st down. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down. Power football with the run. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the 1st down.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. First down to start the drive after the break. The give to the tailback. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're getting this guy lathered up. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the 1st down. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Going to the running game. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
At the 35, he's open. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one, Reese, that this team was going to try to use their speed and take advantage of it, and they did right there. Nice gain on the run play to the right.
Found plenty of running room in that defense. They've got to find a way to get there, make the tackle in the open field.
Yeah, and they got to do a good job with their eyes, finding the football, and they've got to get a lot of bodies to this guy because he is fast.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the 1st down.
And this offense has got it all with them, right? It's just been tough. This defense is on its heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense is doing what they want to do, how they want to do it. Defense is going to need to do something different to try to mix up this rhythm.
And how good does that feel, right? You got the lead in the 4th quarter. The defense knows you're going to try to run the ball to ice the game, and you rip off an 8-yard run. They know it's coming, and they still can't stop.
They'll go right back to it. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And the punishment has been extended. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Wants to throw on 1st down. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into two.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
Caught.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games, and we had a big lead. But that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. He wants to throw. Unloads to the right. And that pass picked off. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Leaves it with the running back. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
After not really playing their best earlier this season, people said, this team is bad. Now they won 3 in a row. This team is good. People were fickle.
Yeah, and we're probably the ones who were saying that a little bit, Reese, because they were struggling. It didn't look like they knew who they were, and they didn't have the momentum going. But now they've definitely got it together, Jesse, and they look like a different team.
They sure do, David. We know teams get better or they get worse over the course of a season. This team right now, completely different. Almost the polar opposite than what we saw earlier this year. And I'll tell you, look at their schedule and who they've got left. Those teams better be careful. This team is coming for them.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.